control over. Just stay away from that. You cannot decide, say, you wake up in the middle of the night and then you can have access to your fund. It's Ponzi. That those people have to be in charge of your money for you. It's Ponzi. No matter how legit the platform look like, no matter how anything anybody say, if they say put in funds there and then you don't have control over the money, then it's Ponzi. Don't put in your fund. Except you just want to gamble with. You just like, yeah, money 50K, you can confiscate to buy fine, to buy. Me, I invest in Ponzi, but I do it within the first 2 weeks. Within the first 2 weeks. So I don't used to put my major money. I put in just. No, I don't even. Once 2 weeks, I will first ask how long have they stayed. Tomatiloti to 1 month. I'm not doing. So if they say that they are just 2 weeks old, I can now put. When I get it back, I leave. That is how because I know what I'm putting my money into. I know it's Ponzi. Where the challenge is when you don't even know what you are putting your fund into. That's the challenge. But when you know, you can now guide and mitigate your risk. So because I know that I'm going into Ponzi, I know what I'm willing to risk, and I know when I'm getting in and when I'm getting out. That is just it. And I don't let greed enter my head that I want to grow this money. No, I don't do that. So if I'm investing in real investment, I know I'm investing into real investment. So that is just it. So like the bot now, for example, now the money stays in your brokerage account while the bot is connected with your MT4. So that is how it is. So nobody can withdraw. MT4 is just like a trading platform all over the world. And everybody know that one. So, but whatever happens stays in your bank account. So that is how it is. So that one is Ponzi. It's not, yeah. So do we get the difference now? Okay. Is that one? Shares. You see, shares is different because shares, if you're investing in shares, you have access to your money because it's your share. You can decide to sell off your shares if you choose to. You can wake up in the morning and decide to sell off all your shares. So it is still allowed. So that's just it. So I can decide and say, okay, this morning now I'm selling, I need my money, or I need money, and I can just decide to sell off the shares that I have. And I'm good. Yeah. Sir, can you shift your so that we just so it will not look scanty online. Let's maintain this 3 row. Yeah. So, okay, are we good? So I want to talk about shares actually, but I'm thinking of pending that because there is a lot of money in shares, but a lot of people don't know that there is money in shares. A lot of people don't know there is money in shares, but let's leave that. In summary of what we've talked about today, for the purpose of those that are online, we said there are different ways to invest in paper assets. We have different type of investments, and there is the fixed capital asset. If you are investing in capital assets are assets that you buy and sell to make capital gain. For example, I bought a phone for 100,000. I sell the phone for 150,000. I have made a capital gain of 50,000 naira. That is capital gain investment. And that is what majority of people do, investing in capital assets. But for me, I do both. I do both capital assets and paper assets. The reason why I do both capital assets and paper assets is very simple. Paper assets, it is easy for me to liquidate paper assets than in liquidating capital assets. Like for example now, if we both invest, you invest in a landed property, I invest in a landed property, and you invest in you have assets in in paper assets, and we both need money. You'll be able to raise money first before me, because before I get somebody to buy my land, it will take time. But you can easily convert your paper assets to cash with immediate effect. So that is the reason why I recommend people to have both investment, both capital assets and paper assets. I see a lot of people in their 60s, 70s struggle with money because they have more of capital asset investment and less of the paper asset investment. So that's why they struggle, because by the time they need major money, before they see somebody to buy their property, it takes a lot of time. And the need itself, at times they even sell it cheaply because they need money. So my purpose for this training today is to encourage us to have both investments. Have your capital asset, which is landed property, real estate investment, but also have investment in paper assets like treasury bills, bonds, mutual funds. So very, very important. So, but the one I'm recommending for us to start with is the mutual fund investment. So the mutual fund investment is both the dollar mutual fund and Naira mutual fund. So you can concentrate majorly in your investing in Naira mutual fund account. So Naira mutual fund account will help you save for emergency. And you are also saving and getting interest depending on the day you are investing on that mutual fund account. So it's very simple. So in summary, you can walk up into any Stanbic IBTC bank and request for their mutual fund department that you want to open a mutual fund account, and you are good to go. Hope we get that now. Yeah, so I expect that everybody should have a mutual fund account so that we can grow our investment with little or no time. And you can also do compounding. Like what I do is I compound my investment. Once I save from a particular time, instead of removing the profits, the interest, I add it back to my capital and reinvest again. So in that way, I'm multiplying my money, you know, without stress. Yes, when you are filling the form, you can tell them to invest, that you want to activate your mutual auto to compounding, yeah, auto compound. Yes, so they will auto compound it for you. As the interest is dropping, they will be adding it up to your investment and also reinvesting it back for you. So that's what I would recommend. Do we get that now? All right. So moving away from mutual funds, and I also told us how to get dollar for cheap to invest in your mutual fund account. So I expect in your dollar mutual fund account, I expect everybody to take note of that. I want to quickly share something with us as we move away from this on how to make $2,000 minimum without investing any money. Now, this strategy I want to share with us is a very simple strategy, but it's a little bit tedious. It's just a little bit. Maybe for those who can do it, it will be fine if you can do it. If you can do it. So that's what I've been doing for quite some time, and I feel like I need to share it. So along the line, we may have to take the camera off. We may have to go offline, yes, to share some basic information. So it's called CPA. Some of you might have heard of CPA before. Yes. CPA means CPA, cost per action. And then we also have CPL, cost per lead. So what is CPA and what is CPL? Let me quickly explain. Now, CPL, cost per lead, means that you help companies generate leads. So per sign-up that you get for them, they give you a particular amount just for them to sign up. So for example, now there's a particular company that I work with that gives about $100 for a sign-up, just for people to sign up. I'm going to be sharing it with us, just for people to sign up. And I'm going to share with you strategy that I also use. Now, these people will not necessarily need to buy anything from this company. All they just need to do is to sign up, and you get your $100. It's called cost per lead. And these people must not be family and friends. They must not even be people you know. So I will share with us the strategy I use to get people to sign up. So for example now, if you are getting $100 per sign up, and you are able to get just 20 persons in a month, that is, you have made your goal of $2,000. As simple as that, just 20 persons. So I'm going to be telling us how easy it is for us to get 20 persons. Now, there are some companies that pays higher than that. Some companies pay as high as $250, some pay as high as $600, but they have some criteria you have to meet up with. I'm going to share all those things too with you. Now, these companies, the reason why they do this is because it is easier for them to get people to use their services if it's coming from a friend. Like for example now, I bought an apple somewhere and I like the way the apple tastes, and I walk up to my friend and say, I bought apple somewhere, I want you to go and taste the apple. It is easier for you to trust me and want to go and buy the apple that same location, than for them to run paid adverts online to be trying to get people. So that's why they give that much. Then the second question you may want to ask is that why will a company want to pay $100 to acquire one customer? Why will a company want to pay $100? $100 now is over 100,000 naira, Nigerian currency, just to pay to get one customer. They're giving you $100. Why? Let's talk about it. Why do you think they want to pay you $100 to acquire one customer, for you to refer one person to them? This person don't need to buy. They only need to sign up. They don't need to even patronize them. They only need to sign up, and they'll give you that much. What makes you think they will want to pay that much? Okay. Okay, that's one.